Hello students. Today we will be discussing about our first chapter in chemistry, that is chemical reactions and chemical equations. In our day-to-day life, we come across n number of chemical changes as well as physical changes. Say for example, ice melts to form what we can say water. Or when you eat food, it get digested. That is also a change, isn't it? So in previous classes we have studied about physical changes and chemical changes. In the case of ice melts to water, actually there is no change in the composition takes place. Only a state is changing. That is a phase change, we can say. In scientific form, when we say there is only a phase change. That is, there is no any change in the composition of the component. That is, water molecule is whether it is ice or water, it is H2O only that you have studied. Now, so we call this type of changes as physical changes. Physical change. But if you take a magnesium ribbon, have you seen? Magnesium ribbon is a white colored ribbon type strip only. We'll see in the lab. Magnesium ribbon, on burning in oxygen, it produces actually magnesium oxide. Here the magnesium oxide produced is ash. It looks like ash only. It's a powdery substance is formed. So the substance, what it was in its actual form, it has completely turned around into another form. So this can be called to be a chemical change. What we can say, this is a chemical change. What is the difference between these two is here in ice to water, this both are H2O molecules only. But in this particular case, magnesium Mg has become magnesium oxide. So writing this type of equations, we say that we express them in the form of equations, chemical equations. So what is the difference between this physical change and chemical changes? There are certain composition change, as I said in the beginning. And now how can you say that a chemical reaction takes place? So you may say that there may be changes. These also change only, this also change only. Then how can we understand that these are some sort of chemical change only? So during a chemical change, there are four different observations we normally try to assess. That is change in state. Of course, this change in state takes place even in a physical state also, as well as chemical reactions also. Now, apart from the change in state, we have also change in color. So the color of the substance changes from what was its in the beginning, it can changes to something else. So that is another thing. Another one is the evolution of gas. There is actually a certain amount of, or some substances might have reactant converted into product. That product may be a gaseous species. So there can be a evolution of gas, and there will be sometimes temperature changes. That is, we can say change in temperature. So these four cases, if it occurs, we can say that this is a chemical change or a chemical reaction has taken place, we can say. Okay, now in this topic we will be mainly discussing about this type of chemical reactions, how can we represent. So what we have discussed in the beginning is magnesium burning is magnesium burns in oxygen only, right? So oxygen to form magnesium oxide. So this long way of writing will take too much time, isn't it? So this can be written in short as Mg plus O2 gives MgO as a short way of representation. This type of representations we call it as chemical equations. So in this module we will be also looking at what is a chemical reaction and what is actually the what is the importance of a chemical equation. So simple way we can represent what are the things actually involved in the reaction. That is here if you look at there are magnesium and oxygen reacted each other to form magnesium oxide. Now this Mg and O2 we can say they are the reactants, and the other side of the arrow comes as products. So always remember LHS of the equation, that is left hand side of the equation, always comes is reactants, and whatever produced at the right hand side comes as products. So if you look at here, this particular equation is even though it represents a chemical equation, but this is not a balanced chemical equation. So what is the purpose of a balanced chemical equation, and how can we convert that equation into a balanced equation? That is, let us look into that. Now what is the problem here is, even though I have taken O2, why I have taken O2? Because O2 oxygen present in the nature as O2 molecules only, O double bond O. So you cannot break oxygen into OO. Okay, so we have to write, there is no choice, you have to write it as O2 only. Now if you look at the left hand side, there are magnesium, one is there, only one Mg I have written. In the this one what you call other one oxygen, there are two, but in the right hand side magnesium is 1 and oxygen is also 1. So this particular case, if you look at, these are actually not getting balanced, we can say. दोनों side में number of atoms equal नहीं है, ठीक है? This we call it as actually an unbalanced equation. Even though this equation is correct, but chemically when you look at this equation is a incorrect equation. So in the next module we will be discussing about how can we balance these equations. Not only this, there will be different types of reactions as well as different equations. Those reactions, how can we express in the form of a skeletal equation or as a chemical equation, and how they can be written in a balanced form. How can we balance them into a proper form? These things we will be looking in the next module that I will be soon publishing in my channel. Please subscribe so that subscribe my channel so that you will be able to get your topics every now and then whenever I upload in YouTube. Okay, thank you students, thank you so much.